Okay, this is JDS Sport Talks video. This one's gonna have two stories in it. One's gonna be the real main story of the video. The only one that I'm making this video for is the AFL's, not the AFL, it's people are claiming, or not claiming, they believe that the hubs will negatively affect Eagles' performance in the season. Where I actually believe the opposite. I'll talk about that in a second. I have a few other things to talk about first. The other story is McGregor is retiring. I'll talk about that as well in a second. If you want to skip to where the stories start, there will be a timestamp there. I want to talk about something quickly about my channel in a second. I'll start with first. Okay, so what I want to talk about first is last video I said that I would be getting back to doing more videos per day, to get the core ones up more. But that's going to be pushed back probably another week. Me catch up on those videos that I missed because I missed a few days, and I haven't been uploading more than Sport Talks videos for pretty much a week now, with a few other videos added in, videos even added in here and there. Because I still do school. The EST has been added back in, and the website I've been having trouble with my computer is now working, so I've got to catch up on work with the class that involves that website, which will pretty much stop me from making the extra videos today and tomorrow. I'll try and get another one up today still, but I might not be able to. And I'll try tomorrow as well, but I might not be able to because I've got to catch up on these other classes and also prepare for my EST. So yeah, back into the actual video now. So with McGregor, pretty much he's retired, and he's retired for the third time. He's announced his retirement. I'm not sure if it's actually going to retire. I'm not this person who knows enough about UFC to talk too much about it, but I just want to say personally, well, this is only in here so I can put them in the title and the thumbnail. That's the only reason I've actually added this in the video, really. But I do want to say, I believe that if the fight against, so if Khabib beats whatever the guy he is versing for the lightweight or whatever division they're in, I think it's lightweight, isn't it? The World Championship, if he wins that, and because he's meant to fight the winner, that something was the original idea. I'll put both links to why I'm talking about that in the description, and one about him retiring, McGregor retiring. I believe if Khabib wins that fight, and McGregor's meant to reverse whoever wins that fight originally. If it's Khabib, he said he has no, the reason he's not fighting is he has no enthusiasm with the sport at the moment. He can't really get excited about any fight. He's a competitive guy. He will want to get back at Khabib and win that fight. Why does it keep flashing pink? Did you guys see that? Look, my background, keep flashing pink. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, McGregor's a competitive guy. He will want to get the revenge over Khabib after losing the first fight. He will want to win that because he knows he didn't do his best in that first fight, but he did lose, and he will want to get back over Khabib and get a win against him, and that might cause a trilogy as well, make a third fight. But as I said, I'm not the person who knows enough about UFC to talk much about it. So I'm going to move on to the AFL, which I know a lot more about. People are saying that doing the hubs will affect Eagles negatively in the season. People are not even putting us in the top 4 at the end of the year, which I do not understand, because we were top 4 last year. I believe we were top 4 last year, I'm almost certain of it. And if we weren't, we should have been. We were contesting with a few rounds to go. We were really contesting to finish the home and away. Why is everything gone pink? I hope that's not the same for you guys. Sorry, I can't stop looking at it. Anyway, yeah, so last year we were really pushing late in the season, fighting for the top of the table at the end of the home and away season, but we just fell away in the last 5 games. I don't know what happened, but we just fell away after about mid-July. It just all fell apart. And finals didn't go really to plan either. But we're a stronger team now. I mean, we've got Nick Nat back, and hopefully he's had his first full preseason in 5 years, and hopefully he can get back in some form and not get injured. Fingers crossed. We've got Kelly in. We have lost Rioli because of his, suspension for not pissing into the drug test. He used Gatorade instead, yellow Gatorade, which wasn't the smartest idea, but he'll probably have 4 years out of the sport, which I think is too long. I think it should be. It used to be 2 years, but they changed it because of the Olympic Games. 4-year gap between each Olympic Games, so they made sure that if someone got banned right at the end of one Olympic Games, they wouldn't be able to be in the next one, because that's why the 4-year ban is a thing. It originally wasn't a 2-year ban, but they moved it forward. It should only be really 4 athletics, so that's a thing, that 4-year ban. But he still deserved a hefty bang for doing what he did. He's just an idiot for doing it. But I feel 4 years is way too much for anything that's not the Olympics, because it's the only reason it's 4 years is so it actually affects them in terms of competition wise. So yeah, back to the main thing of it. I disagree. I feel that West Coast Eagles will, if anything, do better because of the hubs, because there's not really much supporter influence, being not many, if any, crowds in the stands. People are starting to push for, because the stadiums are massive, so you can have probably have 20,000 and have them know even within 10 seats of each other. But I don't think they'll take the risk in doing that, because getting into the stadiums, the problem is they're all bunched up going in. So if they're all bunched up going in, then you can't do that as of the rules. Even if they're in the stadium apart, they still have to go in through the same gate, which means they're within the perimeter that you're not allowed to be in. But yeah, so I think because there's no influence from the crowds pushing the home team on, and there's no travelling every week across the country for WA, then I can't see it affecting us too much. Yes, we don't have all the home games with the very loud West Australian crowd, and especially when we're so strong at home. I do see why people say that we would be affected majorly, but I think we will do no worse, if not maybe even better, because we don't have to travel 3,000 k's every week. That's by plane, but we don't have to travel across the country every second week. Second week, because obviously away game, home game, away game, home game, except for obviously when we have the derby against Fremantle, then we don't travel that week, but that's an exception. So yeah, I think because of that, our players will be fresher. They won't have to deal with the jet lag and stuff every week, and have to prepare for the game. I think it's just going to be so much easier for our players to play what would normally be an away game, where it's just a normal game now. Anyway, it's been Jed, yes. Thanks, bye, see you next time, see ya.